Hey, what's going on, guys? We're going to be doing another Boca bearing upgrade today. This one's going to be on the Bass Pro Shops Pro Qualifier, model number PQX10HD. It's a 6/4-1. Great reel. You guys know I love these reels. I have quite a few of these things. Some of you guys have already seen my Ricklin bearing upgrade, and you guys have been asking for me to do this one. That was already my game plan. I was so impressed with the Ricklin, I knew I had to do this one next. I also have 3 different models of the Johnny Morris reels. I plan on doing one of each of those. I can only imagine how nice those are going to be. Just a side note for you guys that are interested in the Ricklin bearings, the orange seal Boca bearings, there's now a kit available. There wasn't before. There is now, so you guys can go on there, look up the kit, and get those bearings. So definitely check that out if you're interested. As far as this reel goes, it's pretty similar to the Ricklin. Only difference would be is the clip on the right side here under the tension knob is a little bigger. So there's a little less tension, so it's easy to change. I still recommend taking the handle off. Takes a lot longer to find that clip if you lose it than it does to take this handle off and on. But let's go ahead and get into it. Really simple process. You're going to need a small screwdriver. Like I told you before, I like to use an X-Acto knife. A couple Q-tips. One with the end cut off in case the bearing doesn't want to come out. And like I said, I like to take that handle off. You need a 10mm nut driver or a socket, even a wrench works. The spool has a bearing on it, so you're going to need spool pin pliers. Boca bearings makes a really nice one. So if you're in need, definitely check that out. And of course, you're going to need the bearings. I went with the orange seal ceramic Boca bearings again. I'll have all the model numbers for everything you're going to need in the description below. Let's go ahead and get into this. We're going to start with the left side plate here. To take the plate off, pull the pin out, turn the plate up, the cover up, pull it off. Only thing holding this bearing in is a little bitty retention clip. I'll go and take that out and show it to you guys. Just keep one finger on it so it doesn't fly out. Take your X-Acto knife, lift up one end of the clip, it'll just come right out. Like I said, keep your finger on it because there is tension on that little clip. That's all it is right there. See, the bearing pops out. Just not, so get your Q-tip with the end cut off, put it in the hole, kind of wiggle it around a little bit, and there it is. Get your bearing. Boca bearings makes these really nice mouse pads here. They got one with the bearings on them with the sizes and one with measurements. So if you need to figure out what you need, I pick up one of these. I'll always double check, make sure I got the right one here. Okay. Now would be a good time to take another Q-tip, clean in there, get any oil out of there, dirt. Place your bearing in. Get your clip. So there's just a little bitty lip in there that holds this clip in there. You just kind of want to set it in place. So always try and keep a finger on it because it will fly out. Once you got it started, just kind of push it in. You can use the screwdriver for this, but it's just as easy to push it in with your thumb. There it is. Okay, so that one's done. Real easy to do. Set that aside. Let's go ahead and do the spool next. So right there you got the bearing, there's the pin. Now you'll see the pin's tapered on the tool here. You'll see the pin on the tool. Put the pin on the tapered side of the pin on the spool. And definitely put your hand underneath this pin. You don't want it to fly out. I'll show you something real quick here. You see I pushed it through and it didn't come all the way out. You can keep trying to force the pin on the tool through that hole, but sometimes it'll get stuck and it'll come right out. But I'd rather just take my time with it, do a little bit at a time. Well, that time it went all the way through. But like I said, it comes right out. Here's the pin. Just wiggle their pin on the tool back out. There you go. Pull the bearing off. Take your Q-tip, clean the shaft up. Okay. Again, double check the bearing. I already have it marked on here. Okay. Slide the bearing on. Get your pin. Okay, you notice one side is just a little bigger than the other. Put the taper side and the bigger side first. On this tool here, it's going to be hard to show up here, but you'll see there's one notch that goes all the way through, and this one has a stop. Okay? So take the pin and put it in the stop. This is going to be hard to see, I'm sure. And just push. Just do a little bit at a time. Just make sure that you get that pin centered. I need a little bit more. Okay, you got the pin centered. That's done. Set that aside. Now here I'm going to take the handle off again, just like I said. It's a lot easier to take this handle off than find that clip. Go and use your screwdriver. I'm sure some of this stuff is hard for you guys to see. Of course, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. But it's a real easy process. Anybody can do this. Take your tension knob off. There's your bearing. Again, keep one finger over half of that clip. Get your knife. There it is. Okay, see the bearing comes out. Does not. Use your Q-tip. There it is. Set that aside. Okay, check the the bearing size again. Okay. Use your other Q-tip. Clean in there. Put your bearing. Set it in place. Grab your clip. Again, once you got it started, just kind of use your thumb, your finger. Okay, there it is. Make sure it's seated all the way around the bearing. Okay, put your reel back together. Put your cap on. Put your star drag on. Get your handle. Get your nut. Put your spool back in. Got your side plate. That's it. Let's give her a spin here. And that is super smooth. Now, this is not much of a test. I do tape some fishing videos. When I'm not fishing, if I am using one of these reels that got the bearings, as I make a cast, I'll let you guys know which one it is. You guys can just hear how smooth that is. Like I said, there's no weight on the spool. Alright guys, that's it. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.